First and foremost, the LEDs will be turned off for 1 second. Then, we set the LEDs to run in sequence from red, yellow and green with 1 second delay twice. After that, all LEDs will blink twice with a 0.5 second delay between each blink. Finally, all LEDs will turn off again for 1 second and entire sequence repeats indefinitely. Next, let's move on to the coding. The pins we use are pin 2, pin 3 and pin 4. All of the pins are set to be output. The pin 2 as red, pin 3 as yellow and pin 4 as green. In the void loop, for the first condition, we set all of the LEDs to turn off for 1 second. Then for the second condition, we set the LEDs running 2 times from red, yellow and green using time delay 1 second using for loop. Furthermore, for the third condition, we also use for loop to make the LEDs blink 2 times, all of them with time delay 0.5 second. Lastly, we set the LEDs to low again to make the LEDs off for 1 second.
In task 1, when the push button is not being held, the buzzer will beep on and off with an interval of 0.5 seconds. Next, all of the LEDs will blink 3 times with an interval of 0.5 seconds. Shortly after, all of the output will be off for 1 second and then it will be followed with running LED sequence. Note that this sequence specifically will be running 2 times with an interval of 0.5 seconds for each LED. Lastly, all of the LEDs will be off for 1 second and all of the sequences above will stay on repeat. However, if the push button is being held, then the sequence will be a simple running LED from red, yellow and green with an interval of 1 second. In task 2, we are still using lots of delay function to initiate the time interval between each programs. In the setup function, we declared all of the pin use and the type of usage, whether it is input or output. In the loop function, since the loop function is continuously checking all of the codes in it, we are using the loop to continuously read the main codes. Other than that, we are also using the for loop multiple times to ensure steady approaches in making the desired LED sequence, whether it's running or blinking. When the button is pressed, the LEDs on pin 5, 6 and 7 light up in sequence, with each LED turning on one at a time while the others are off, simulating a cycling effect. If the button is not pressed, the buzzer pin 1 activates for half a second, followed by blinking the LEDs 3 times and running another pattern where the LEDs light up in sequence twice. This provides a dynamic interaction based on the button state, with different behaviors for each condition.